Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? We're gonna look at the weapon refinery updates today. It's really late, but people keep asking me, Mango, why haven't you covered this? Mango, where's your video? Mango, Mango, Mango. And a lot of you may or may not know why I haven't done this yet, and it's because I just don't know. These are things that I just have not experienced in the game before because I have not played the previous Fire Emblems. One of the big downfalls in my analysis, my gameplay, my everything, my knowledge of Fire Emblem in general, which is actually why I'm playing Fire Emblem 7. Actually, I just finished Fire Emblem 7 on stream recently, and I'm going on to Fire Emblem 8 today, I think, actually. So I want to know more about this game, and it's really hard for me to do videos on these because it's just completely baseless guessing outside of what I hope the character could get. Which is okay, I guess apparently you guys want that. I could also just go onto Reddit and take a look. I could also Google each of these weapons specifically to see what they do, but then I kind of spoil my experience without the game, so I try not to do that as well. Anyway, let's take a look at these. You guys asked for it. I didn't want to do this video because, you know, I don't want to give you false information, but I guess it's cool to see what a non-Fire Emblem person thinks might be coming for these things. So, first off, we have Sheeta with Talus's Heart, and I really like this one because Sheeta needs some help. Like, she needs some desperate help. Her weapon, her skill set, her fodder, her 5-star exclusiveness, not exclusiveness, but her ability to come at 5-star, everything about her is just infuriating. So I really hope this is a really good way in the right direction. I have no idea, zero clue what it could possibly be. But I have to imagine she needs some pretty big might changes because my Sheeta, I think she's minus attack even. She's got like 37 attack or something ridiculous. She's not killing anybody. I have to imagine something powerful is going to come from this to make her better. I also think she really needs this, and that's the other thing. I kind of want to look at how much the characters need this. And second up, we have Hinoka here. Another one I don't actually see used ever. Outside of fodder for Hone Flyers. So this is probably another really solid update. No idea, again, what it could be, but I imagine it's going to be something good to be able to make her on par with other blue fires, like Cordelia. I do know I would love to see more of her. I do know it's weird she's 5-star exclusive and she's really not as good as the others. She seems to be there just for Hone Flyers, you know, and I really hope they change that. I really hope we see her flying around the screen. Then we have Raven, the Peerless Fighter, from Fire Emblem 7. I know this, guys. I just played this. I can actually give real insight onto this. So as far as I remember, spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't played Fire Emblem 7, Basilicos was wielded by one of the morphs in the final stage. I think it was one of the Reed brothers. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Brendan, maybe the dad. I don't know. But it was wielded by one of those. It was really, really strong, and you got it after you killed them. I remember giving it to Hector, I think. I think Hector was my only axe at that point that I really used, and I remember liking it more than Armad's. I think it had, like, way more might. Maybe not way more might, because it was Armad's, but good amount more might, but it missed a lot. From what I remember. So I have entirely no idea how they will incorporate into the game outside of making it really, really, really good. Can't remember if it had any other stats. I mean, I guess I could go cheat and look it up, but that's no fun. Then we have Felicia, Maid Mayhem, and her plate. And this was the most surprising one for me, and that was for one reason, and that's it didn't seem real to me. When I played through Fire Emblem 7, everything was serious. There were no joke weapons, I guess. Like, everything made sense. There was nothing that was really out of place. For example, like you wouldn't see somebody throwing a ball at somebody, or throwing a plate at somebody, or throwing a fork at somebody in that game. So it makes me realize that throughout the years the game has really evolved in that sense, because Fire Emblem 7 was not in any way, shape, or form that style of weaponry. So if this is actually from the game, and I believe it is from what I've heard, that's great, and I'm really excited for that because I love when people get weird weapons like this. What I can assume is it's only going to make her comparable to Nico Sakura. What I imagine is she's already that res tank. I imagine they're just going to enforce that even more. Not sure how, but no doubt making her bulkier, because I find a lot of the res tanks can't even tank Reinhardt still. So maybe a way to deal with that. considering that's their sole job, I feel like they should be able to do that. So it's kind of frustrating they can't. Like my Nico Sakura at +4 just gets bodied by Reinhardt a lot, and I don't think that should happen considering that's their literal one job. Then we have Zephiel here, the Liberator, getting X-Axe. X-Axe? I have no idea. I can only imagine it's going to give him something like DC. He really needs DC like every other armored unit in the entire game. I have no idea if that's what it actually is or not. But I can't imagine anything making him really viable outside of a DC. Because he just really needs it. That would be fantastic for him as well. Not sure if he really needs it. Again, he's pretty solid as he is, and he fills a pretty good spot. But at the same time, when you compare him to Black Knight, or even Mr. Arden over there, like I just don't know if there's a spot for him as is unless something changes. So that's really good. I really like that as well. I really like the Felicia one again, by the way, considering she just seems outclassed by Nico Sakura at this point. And on to the exciting ones that everybody is super excited for. We have Falchions with Marth, Chrom, Lucina, Marth, and Alm. So I am stoked for this, specifically because they are different. This is what I kind of got asked about a lot previously, and that was what I think Falchion would be changed to. And I told people my guess is each one is going to get a different Falchion. I have no idea what it's like in the actual game, and that seems to be a theme today. I have no idea. Hopefully throughout the couple months, throughout the year, I will change these. I have no idea to more actual insight on background games. But I'm really excited for this. We can see Chrom, Lucina, and Mass Marth there getting the exact same weapon, which I guess makes sense. I'm assuming they're all from the same game. I don't even know, to be entirely honest. We then have Alm and Marth getting their own as well. And as for these, I'm really happy about this. I have a minus attack 5-star Chrom, and it just makes me cry. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to really use them after this, because minus attack is just so huge on him. Like, that's all he's for, is for bashing people in the face. I also don't have a Lucina, believe it or not. One of my only units I don't have is a regular Lucina. But I do have an Alm. I have a plus attack minus res Alm, and I love him. He's fantastic, and I really like his playstyle for my group. And the playstyle I built him is kind of like a healer, the typical Falchion healer with reciprocal aid and just support, and support and damage when he needs it. So obviously, the things I think that are going to be coming with the Falchion, I feel like Renewal is going to be fixed into just like Renewal 3. I feel like at least 1 or 2 of them are going to get huge dragon killing increases. I have no idea how. I'm also thinking about Dragon Breakers, and I don't think they can give every one of them just a straight up Dragon Breaker. I'm not sure if each dragon is specifically, or each Falchion is specifically good against different types of dragons or not. Whether the last boss in one of their games is a fire dragon versus an ice dragon or something like that. But I feel like they should be specialized in that sense, not just to completely kill dragons. We have our spotlight now, like let us have it for just a little bit longer. I do think outside of that there's going to be different things. I hope Alm goes more defensive oriented or support oriented. I hope Chrom and Lucina go more offensive, and I'm not sure about Marth, maybe a mixed bag there. But overall I'm really excited to see those the most, as is I think everybody, especially since they're all different, and it'll be really cool to see what happens. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to talk about today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I'm sorry that a lot of this was just I don't know, but you guys asked for it. You kept asking. I was like, I don't want to really do this, but you guys kept asking, so it is what it is. And there's my analysis. Anyway, have a wonderful day. See y'all next time, and feel free to tune in today to Fire Emblem 8. I plan on playing on stream. Bye, guys.